Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueJackBuilder.com. We're going to do one more match before I have to leave for the day with the Commune with Lava Token Storm deck. I think that this is a pretty bad hand. I don't know if we keep this. I think it's not something... I'm going to keep it and see how well this Taxing Probe works, but I mean we can definitely ramp up with one more mana into a Commune with Lava. I think we just cast the Bushwhacker here though. So we still have another one in our deck. And our opponent did have to mulligan. It's going to be Affinity. Oh, I need to put a... So this is where our board is going to be really bad since we don't have a sideboard plan. But this is where Shattering Spree will be amazing in the sideboard, because you can easily ramp up to a Shattering Spree and just kill all of your opponent's artifacts. And it is something we definitely would want in the sideboard. So another Mutagenic Growth. We'll just get Taxing Probe him. See if we can get... what is a Karn Liberate and a Jace doing in here? This looks like it's going to be some sort of... Yeah, I have not a clue what we're up against. This is going to be a different deck. Huh. He's got a very weak hand. I mean, the Mirror's going to be able to ramp him up. Liberate. I'm thinking Tezzeret might be in here somehow. But we got time, and that was a perfect drop. I still think that we just cast the Bushwhacker. To give us, I don't know, some sort of plan. No, that was bad. Because if I get a Pyromancer here, we'll need that to finish off our opponent. So he's going to go Silver Mirror here. Oh, he draws in his Soul Artifact off the top. Ouch. So we're on a clock. But now we have the Pyromancer. Now I'm kicking myself. Kick. That was not good. I think we do go Mutagenic Growth. And then Mutagenic Growth. Just to get some damage in here. And then Crowd's Favor. So I think if I would have just held off on the Bushwhacker, we would have been okay. But now we need to get another Bushwhacker off the top. And he's got a Silver Mirror he can do here. This is an interesting deck. It's all over the place. But he will kill us before we can kill him. So Jace, Vryn's Project can actually act as a blocker. And I think the 5/5 flyer is going to get us before we can... Maybe I was a little bit... Oh, he's going to just leave it back. And there's the Goblin Bushwhacker, so we drew into it. How does this work? Well, Desperate Ritual... I don't know if this is going to be quite enough. Into Desperate Ritual. And cast with a kicker. So, man, we're drawing hot today. And attacking with everything. And that should be enough damage. You can kill a young Pyromancer. And, oh, he'll go down to a 2. But he'll lose his Jace. And then I don't know if he has enough. Like, he needs like another Insular Artifact on the Darksteel Citadel. So we luck out and top deck like a pro for this match. So again, this is where my sideboard is just all over the place. We have Faithless Lootings in here now. Empty the Warrens in here. Kind of want to try one of Empty the Warrens, but it's just weird. Like, I don't know what to take out for the Empty the Warrens because the deck is quite... Like, we have everything we need. So I don't think I make any any changes. I don't think Grape Shot is necessarily any better here. We do want some artifact hate though in the sideboard. It's going to be a Shattering Spree is the best card. I could also, you can make the argument for Ancient Grudge in the sideboard, or even Vandal Blast, because you can easily ramp up to a Vandal Blast, or even the Shatter Storm is fine. But I think Shattering Spree is the most versatile because you can just cast it for 1 red, and then you can end up replicating it for as many times as you want. So, anywho, I'm trying to think of what other strategies we might need to hose down. If maybe like a Leyline of Sanctity or a Leyline of the Void in the sideboard. Might need to get rid of like problematic creature destruction, like the -1/-1 enchantment or the Ghostly Prison, but I think it will kill them before they can cast that a lot of times. And we do have the Grape Shot as the alternate. Possibly side in Wear Tear. That could be a decent one, but then if that's the case, we probably want to go into white, which white actually does give us a lot of cards. Like Secure the Waste. Secure the Waste seems very fun, and it also gives us a lot of cantrippy type cards in white, and then that'd give us access to Wear Tear and Leyline of Sanctity, and possibly even like Path to Exile if we cared about Path to Exile. Path to Exile is kind of neat too because we could path our own token if we just had to use it for a ramp spell if we got desperate. So I think that red white is an option, but opponent has a pretty cool deck. I'm thinking Tezzeret the Seeker is in there. I'm not quite sure, to be honest here. So this is a great hand because we do need just the finisher. We need to draw into a Commune with Lava and a Battle Hymn. Any of our free spells will be great here. We can overwhelm him with Young Pyromancers. And Darksteel Citadel hooked up to Insular Artifact is not nearly as scary as Ornithopter with our deck. There's another Crowd's Favor. We'll just pass the turn. And Young Pyromancer, I think we'll try to storm off no matter. So Lotus... Oh, did he cast a Lotus Plume last turn? I didn't even notice that. So that's what his deck is trying to do. It just gets out of quick. Either Karn or Ugin, I'm sure. So we are on it. Up Hazer Rage is gonna be the finisher. We'll win next turn. Oh no, we'll have to wait one more turn because we don't have a way to give them. The only problem with Hazer Rage is they don't get haste. So Sphinx's Toots. Not quite sure I care about that. And yeah, you don't want to attack with that, buddy. That gives me free. So we need like a Goblin Bushwhacker. There's another Mountain. I don't think this does anything. Hazer Rage is just going to happen next turn. So we'll Mutagenic Growth. But he does have a Lotus Bloom that's just going to go off next turn. I hope it just doesn't end up into an Ugin. Like, Karn isn't as bad. So now we can actually just cast Crowd's Favor. Can we do enough damage just by Young Pyromancer with a Haze of Rage, giving him +1/+0? Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not quite. We need a way to get these guys. We'll see. We'll get there. Oh, got some lag here. Come on. There we go. So Crowd's Favor. That gets our Young Pyromancer up to a 5. And unfortunately, no haste. Because I'd cast, that's 3. I don't think it's worth it just to Hazer Rage on the Young Pyromancer. Possibly should have just Mutagenic Growth last turn to give me another elemental? Would that done more? Or just Crowd's Favor on my own Young Pyromancer last turn to put out 2 more? Yeah, that probably would have been the right play. So last turn, let's just back up here. If we would have last turn went, but he wouldn't attack with the Silver Mirror. So we could have Young Pyromancer tapped itself to get +1/+0 to put out a 1/1. Then done another one to put out another 1/1. That gives us 3. And then that allowed mutagenic growth on this turn for free. So Pyretic Ritual, mutagenic growth, Haze of Rage would have been Storm Count 3. So we give them all +4/+0. And then we'd have 3 guys and a mutagenic growth. So the Pyromancer would be 4, would be 8. 8 plus 2 more 5s would only have been 18. So that's fine. I think what we just... we do 1 more. I think I'll just use a Pyretic Ritual this turn. No, Crowd's Favor is probably more powerful here. So wait on our opponent to let this resolve, and then we'll use 1 more. Hold up. Let's see. How much? Because he's 5/3, 6/3, 7/8. Nah, not even close. So yeah, let's Crowd's Favor him again. I'm gonna tap a guy though. Summoning Sick and Summoning Sick. Too bad. So maybe Bushwhacker needs to come up and count over one of these ramp spells. Maybe we're too many Pyretic Rituals and whatnot. So there's 6. And that gives us plenty next turn. So Lotus Bloom hits. We could be in trouble because that adds 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana in our mana pool. Hopefully it's not Ugin. Hopefully it's just Karn. Because I do believe with a spell we can still... Because a mutagenic growth and a Desperate Ritual, both of those would have been nice. So unless it's Ugin with the 2 cards left in his hand. Karn. I don't think Karn quite does it. And 14 damage. Can we do 14? Depends on what we draw here. And he does have a blocker, unfortunately, though. We're going to Pyretic Ritual. And then Pyretic Ritual again. And I think I'll just Commune for 2. I can Commune for 3 because we have an extra mana open. So Commune. Just for 1, actually? Can I only Commune for 1? Yeah. Yeah, that's not the greatest. Not going to cast a Crone Crusader. Well, we could. I don't think it does anything because then he just exiles whatever is in my hand. So we need 1 more. This is a Storm Count 4 though. Or there's 4 spells. And I think I attack him with everything. It forces him to block. I can hit him, take him down. Force him to block this Silver Mirror. Unfortunately, we lose our guy. And he keeps a Karn open. But he goes down to a 4. Not quite sure that's the right play. Sphinx's Tutelage. So now if we draw like a Bushwhacker, we can win. I mean, he could kill his Karn to kill an Elemental. Yeah, I'm surprised he did that unless he's got another Karn in hand. Worst case scenario would be like a Wormcoil Engine. And I guess he only has 5, so we're actually okay. He can't even activate the Sphinx's Tutelage yet. Another Sphinx's Tutelage, so we're on a clock. Get him down to a 1. And he has 1 turn to draw something. I get milled quite a lot here because I have a lot of, I'm glad I have these blue spells, just random blue spells and whatnot in the library. Otherwise I could get, and he just must have drawn into a land. And see what we'd have drawn into. Young Pyromancer wouldn't have done anything. But so far, that's not bad. That was a fun little game there. Sphinx's Tutelage ramp deck. I just think he's a little bit all over the place with Sphinx's Toots. The deck probably has Ullamogs in it with the power plants and mines and whatnot. Anywho, this has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.